Premier League new boys. Hull have been living the dream today. After 9 years away, they are back with a bang, causing an upset, beating Giants Manchester United 2-0 thanks to goals from Shemi Ajayi and Nobel Mendy. It's been a party atmosphere here at the MKM Stadium, and we're delighted to be joined by Matt Crooks as well. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And Matt, you were with Manchester United as a youth team player. Just how special was that for you to beat them today in the Premier League?
Yeah, it's brilliant. Obviously, all my family are from Manchester. We've been season ticket holders for over 40 years. We've still got them to this day. So yeah, obviously it's a special feeling for me, but it's a great result for the club and it's a good start to the Premier League season. Just
tell us about the performance and what you did so well collectively today.
A lot of people probably didn't see us last year in the Championship. We probably didn't have much of the ball last year in the Championship either, so it wasn't really any different to our style that we played last year. We wanted it to be compact. We knew they want to play through the middle, so we kind of blocked that up, and I thought we did our jobs well. And obviously, when we took our chances in the first half, second half we probably could have had a couple of opportunities. Probably my fault for giving the ball away, but now we hung on in there and got the job done.
You mentioned about going through the middle, Manchester United there. Yeah. Was you a little bit surprised that it didn't change it, or was you just content with it? Because you're just talking to us off air about that.
Yeah, no, I was happy with them going down the middle, I think, as well. When they did put it wide, we had three big centre-halves that are quite happy to contest the ball in the air. So I think either way, it kind of played into our hands.
And what did the manager say to you before you went out? Because obviously there's been so much noise. Some of your players said you haven't heard it, but there's a little bit of noise about...
Is that one of your mates?
Joe, tell Joe to say sorry.
Nothing to say. Is what it is, isn't it?
But what did the manager say to you then going out in front of the crowd?
No, he said to enjoy it. He said we worked hard all last year. This is what it's for, days like today. A lot of our players that played today were the team that played last year, so he wanted us to enjoy it. It's what we worked for. For me individually, I think it's been a long road to kind of this moment, and yeah, it was brilliant. Yeah, it was good.
And we
I think we got.
Well.
I think we get
big Regan.
Regan Slater to join us as well. Good to see you, Regan. Well done. Thanks for.
Are we the cheapest midfield two in the Premier League?
100%. Regan, you played with Hull when they were in League One. Just how did that feel today to get that result in the Premier League against Manchester United?
Yeah, it's massive. You can see it from the crowd. Unfortunately, League One were a COVID season, but you can see today what it means to everyone. Place were rocking like it were at the back end of last season as well, so it's nice to see that he's carried on, and also that we picked up from where we left off, really. Nice solid performance from us to go and build on now, yeah.
And what about making your Premier League debut today? Just how proud does that make you?
Yeah, definitely, especially when you look over and see your family in the crowd, everything that they've done to help me get here as well. It's unbelievable, yeah, and then to obviously go and get the win as well is perfect.
What's it like playing alongside this guy?
We're fun, aren't we?
just run the bar.
Yeah, we just run around tackling people.
Hey, don't worry about that. I used to do that.
No, it's been a joy. And we said towards back end of the season, just put us to it middle and we'll be all right. So it's worked so far.
But you know what? I think even we'll play the goal, but actually that kind of winning all those second balls. I think you win second balls, you win the game. And obviously we got it here. This is it. The initial header there, Regan. You win that. Obviously a little nutmeg. Great ball in from Giles, and that's what leads to the corner. But you win 5 second balls on the first one. Watch the corner. I think it's Egan gets to the first one, flick, win the second one, win the third one, then Jaya finishes off. You win about 8 second balls in the span of 10 seconds, 1-0. And I think those little things add up, and obviously you create a bit of momentum. But I thought your two energy and everybody was brilliant today.
Yeah, thank you. I think obviously that were massive for us last year as well, weren't it? Especially when we went to 2 in the playoff games. Obviously having one less there in mid last year, so it's important that we keep on top of it.
Ryan got man of the match, but Regan, I have to say that Owen was sitting next to me and he spent most of the game making the case for you, I have to say.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
But you know what? I think those little things add up, and when you got a partner in there, you guys are obviously running your socks off. I thought 3 centre-backs were great. I think United crossed the ball 39 times today, but against the 3 big lads with no centre-forward, obviously was pretty much easy money. The 2 wing-backs were great. McBurney run his socks off, didn't he? I think every player of yours won the individual battle today, and that's saying something.
Regan, we mentioned about crosses there, but your deliveries today obviously were outstanding.
Hey, where are you pulled that from?
Oh, is that a surprise?
To be fair, yesterday was all right as well.
Yesterday
you were all right.
yeah. But
so.
if you'd have caught me last week, it'd have been a different story.
You saved it for the big day,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I was saving them. Yeah.
Superb.
Matt, we mentioned Manchester United earlier, and you said it was a long time ago. And I saw an interview with you where you said you were in tears as a 14-year-old being
Got to bring it up again,
released for the club. Well, no, but I want to say as an example for young players to go away, rebuild your career the way you have, and to come back. Do you feel like you can be an inspiration for young kids? Because that must be so hard to deal with as a teenager.
Yeah, it's the academy system. It's the way it is, isn't it? Someone's opinion kind of dictates where you go, and at that age they deem you not to be good enough, so it was a case of either quit and go do something else or keep going and go to a new club and try and prove yourself there. So it's one of them. I think it's come from my dad not to let someone get you down for too long and then you fight the next battle. So that's what I've been doing, and here I am today.
We spoke to your owner as well a bit before the game, and he was talking about you're smiling there. He's a great character.
Hey, he had us believing before the game. I'm not going to lie.
It was so
He's a good talker, and you can see why he's good in the
wanted
media.
to get his boots on after chatting to him. But he spoke about the family feel and environment he wants to foster here. Do you guys really feel that?
I think that's been his slogan. Obviously, I've been here a little bit longer than Tree, but from the second year took the club over, that were his motto, kind of one family, one dream, and he's stuck to that. To be fair, he's just been in there in the changing rooms after, a big smile on his face.
Is he in there a lot?
No, only for the big games, really.
And when it's good.
yeah, when it's going good and for the big games, but he's always upbeat and quite happy in it.
Yeah, I think that's a change room in a nutshell, really, isn't it? We are very close. Probably a little bit old school in the way that we go about things at times. We'll have like nights out and that together that you probably don't see as much, maybe especially in this league. But we've got a real togetherness, and I think something like that and the spirit we've got in the dressing room takes a long way, especially when you've got teams that we're going to play against that are probably going to be technically better than us.
You could really see that today as well. Thanks for coming out to talk to us, guys, and
Cheers.
Congratulations and enjoy the celebrations.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Well done,
you.
lads. Well
Great
done.
job.
Cheers.
Well
Thank
Well done,
done.
mate. Well done.
Cheers, Regan.
Thank you.
Thanks, Matt.
Well done.
Thank you very
Well done.
much.
All the
Really
best.
good.
See you guys.
Did they just show exactly how they can survive in this division today, and if they keep those characteristics and use a similar blueprint?
Do you know what, Linz? That's football for me. Names mean nothing. Shirt badges don't mean anything when you get out there. There's one ball. There's 22 lads. You gotta run around and find a way to be effective in the game. And if you win your battles and you win your duels and you're clinical and efficient in front of goal, you can beat anyone. I think we've seen that. We saw at the World Cup some of the underdogs put on some big upsets today. We saw one of the biggest upsets we'll probably see all season, and that's because these guys went after it from the first whistle. I was going to ask them about the manager. Credit the manager, by the way. He's a big, imposing presence, and he was very demanding of the boys. Kept pushing, kept demanding, and these guys. What a brilliant first day for them to play so well against one of the best teams in the Premier League. Hats off to them.
Yeah, such a great story, a good feel-good moment as well. And you mentioned the manager. We will be hearing from both the bosses after the break as well, from Michael Carrick and Sergei Yakirovich. Much for Michael Carrick to think about after this one, but a wonderful day and brilliant result for the Hull boss. The Red Devils' biggest defeat so far under Michael Carrick. We can hear from the Man United boss now with Jules Breach.
Michael, not the start you would have hoped for today. What did you make of your team's performance?
Yeah, some was okay. Obviously, bits to improve on. It was never going to be perfect today, but I think going behind and giving ourselves a lot to do makes it more difficult. Probably a typical one of those games with a new promoted team at home. You can't give them much. They've got a lot to hold on to, and then after that we had moments, we had opportunities. We just didn't have that spark to then put the chances away or create any more. So yeah, listen, we're bitterly disappointed with the result today, but it won't knock us.
Yeah, what are those areas particularly that you think you need to work on after this?
I'm not going into areas now. I think it's for us to know, and we'll keep improving through the week and through the games, and when we keep getting stronger as a group. So that'll come. Today's a game we can't ignore it. We've got a lot to learn from it, and we will.
How frustrating is it to see 2 goals conceded from set pieces?
2 goals conceded anyways is frustrating. Yeah, for sure, set plays. So we've been pretty good at it really over a period of time, and that was that decided the game today. So of course, there's things to improve on. That's one of them from today, which is pretty obvious to say, but in general we've been pretty good. So again, one game doesn't change the whole direction of everything, and we know that, but we still got to be aware of what we need to get better at.
What's the job like now then to ensure that a result like this isn't deflating both for the group and for the fans?
Yeah, it's one game. It's one game. It's the first game of the season, so it's disappointing enough, and it hurts. Of course, it does. But it's one game, so it doesn't change direction all of a sudden. The whole course of what direction the team's going in or the football club, and we'll stay calm and stay in the bubble and focus on next week.
Something that the fans are excited about, I'm sure, is that there are reports that a deal has been agreed for Manchester United to sign Carlos Baleba and that he was having his medical done today. Can you confirm that?
I had all eyes on this today, so any other player of any other club until he's ours, it's not for me to comment on that. If there's anything to be announced on any player, then I'm sure you'll be the first to know.
Thank you very much, Michael.
Cheers, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, the reports suggest Carlos Baleba will soon be a Manchester United player. That deal getting closer. But Michael Carrick said some was okay, talked about improvements, but didn't want to elaborate on what areas, Karen. What are the biggest things you think need to be improved on today?
Well, I think we know from Michael Carrick he's never going to be too high or too low. He's consistent in that, and he's right. It's one game, and he's just going to play that kind of level-headed coach that he is. But the thing that alarmed me was just the simple things, the basics today, that they've gone and got new players in, they're excited, they had good form last year, but the basics of duels, first balls, second balls, and that goes into set pieces, which he alluded to, and we know that they lost the game today. That for me is stuff that, it will come with more games and fitness, but it also comes from your heart. And I think whatever's gone on last season, brilliant, but you got to put that to bed now. This is a new one, and I think that's the frustrating part, because there's been a lot of positives over the last few weeks and months, but you got to run and you got to do the basics well, and I didn't see that enough today from United.
How would you sum up the Manchester United tactics today, Owen? They put in 39 crosses in that game.
Do you know, I think Carrick's had a plan for the game. This is the graphic of the crosses, and the thing is as well, Cunha played as a striker, but he kept dropping deep. So think about that. Envision, you look at all those crosses, and there's not really a striker in there. So you got 3 centre backs, much bigger than anybody else in there. They're going to win those balls, aren't they? And that's why they're all so comfortable. And all those centre backs probably were up for man of the match because they dealt with it quite comfortably. One thing I would say is Dorgu played on the left and kept coming inside. Cunha was dropping in, so they have an overload in midfield. But actually, speaking to Matt there, he was saying how they expected that. They expected him to come inside, and they just crowded it. And United kept trying to play. They didn't really have anywhere to. If they would have had width, they could have got Bruno on the ball, but Bruno was congested. So I thought the crosses probably didn't really work. And actually, Cunha dropping in, Karen, didn't really. It felt like they needed a proper number 9 to stretch the pitch a bit.
To be fair, even with a number 9 though, Owen, those crosses that they had 39, the deliveries were poor. I don't think it was a header on target for United today. I think if we went through all 11, and I'm not trying to be too drastic because it is the first game, but we have to analyse it and fairly. Not one player performed today. Not one player, so whether you put a number 9 in or not, every one of them lost their duels and battles and weren't good enough. And I think that's where you'll go in and say we have to be better as individuals before we even look at tactics and bringing everything in. That's why football is very basic. Sometimes we overcomplicate it, but they didn't win any of their 1v1s today.
Is that ever excusable on the opening day of the season to not be more ready, more up for it?
No, they were ready. And they were up for it, but I think Hull were just a little bit more up for it. And I think when you keep winning all those second balls, like we saw on that first goal, 10 seconds before the first corner, and then on the corner, if you win 8 in a row, that's going to add up to good moments. So I think United were just not as active. I think they had a lot of ball players out there and had 70% possession. But actually, if you're not going to get there first, Karen, it makes it hard. And then the other team gets confidence and they grew into it. And I just thought they were just second best today, and you got to credit Hull for that.
They've got Ipswich next, Karen. Is that a game now against another newly promoted side that people will be saying they have to win?
Yeah, that's the challenge, isn't it? And Michael Carrick alludes, it's difficult coming to newly promoted teams. You get the crowd, the home. It's their special occasion, and obviously they have to go again against Ipswich. But again, they do have the quality, United. And on paper, you go United are the stronger team. But you've got to earn the right. You have to earn the right. And today they did not earn the right to play, didn't earn the right to get a point or a win.
We looked at the squad depth before the game, Owen, and you were very happy with that. After seeing that performance now, do you think they've got to go bigger now in the remainder of this transfer window?
Well, I think the squad depth is good. I think they could probably do with another striker option, and I think that showed today. Obviously, Šeško didn't start. Cunha played a little bit deeper. He's a 10, but it was very effective off the left-hand side. But I do think with Baleba coming into the team, it is a good squad, and it is a top 4 squad. I would just think, I thought they were best last season counter-attacking teams. Remember the first one, Carrick's first game against City and Arsenal. Today, where they had to make the game and they had 7% of the ball, they actually didn't look like scoring very many. So I think it'll be easier when the spaces open up. Today there wasn't that, but you got to credit Hull. So I think they'll go back to the drawing board, look at that and think, right, what can we do differerly? Can we make the pitch a little bit bigger, get more space for Bruno, who wasn't able to get on the ball as much? But I think back to the drawing board, I think, for Carrick and the team.
I think obviously we know they've gone with their units. Last window strikers, this window midfield. For me, until they go after their back line and improvements, because your attacking players will have bad days, and that might have been today, but you still can't lose football matches. You still have to have a clean sheet. And for me, that back line hasn't been significantly upgraded for some time. I expect it's going to come, but until they do that, they're not going to be where everybody expects them to be, in my opinion.
Yeah, big improvements needed for Manchester United after that opening day defeat. But for Hull and their owner, it's been a dream day for them, beating the Red Devils 2-0. And we'll have more reaction from the MKM Stadium with extra time coming up next on TNT Sports. When that first goal went in, every one of those City players put a shift in today and showed all the doubters we can compete. Never been prouder of our team. And John Bennett says just a massive disappointment to start the season, not ready to do the work. Hull wanted it. United played like it was a pre-season game. And Will Shaw says you'll struggle to find a better start to the season than that. Every player deserves man of the match. Sergei is the best manager in the league. We are winning the lot. The fans getting carried away already. Plenty of credit, of course, going to the manager, Sergei Yakirovich, after that result and performance. Let's get his post-match thoughts with Jules.
Sergei, huge congratulations on a winning start for Hull in the Premier League. Just how proud are you of that performance from your team?
I'm very proud, of course, because we were good there with intensity, with strength in the challenges. Also, it was not easy, of course, because we knew that we will be out of possession, but also we were compact there on front foot. So when we steal the ball, we can punish them. Also, set pieces, excellent, what we practiced the other day. So everything is very, very good, and this is big boost for us.
Yeah, 2 set-piece goals. How valuable will they be for Hull this season?
Very, because we struggled last season with this set piece. I don't know how many we scored, maybe 2, 3. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I like when we try to prepare something during the week, and then we show that on game day.
It's the first time Hull have beaten Manchester United in the league in 52 years. That must make you so proud of what you've achieved today.
Yes, I'm very proud. I didn't know about this information, but it's good that we break one record.
What about your new signings as well? Because there was a clean sheet out there for the goalkeeper, also for Noble Mendy, who got a goal as well as the clean sheet too.
They played very, very good, very big concentration on the pitch, and we didn't allow any clear chances. I can say this and Mbuemo Chase when he sprinted with Paddy McNear, but it was not clean shot, and I'm very, very pleased with them because we have to know each other better, and as soon as possible we will reach that. It will be even better.
Despite this result, I'm sure that you still want to continue with the work you've been doing in this transfer window. What can Hull expect?
We will see with Mr. Chairman. I know him. He he will bring 100% 3-4 players, especially in offensive side. We don't have too many options there, so we need pace and speed, and I hope we will finish this till transfer window.
And can this result give you belief going forward that you can achieve your goal of staying up?
Of course, I think even now players who we wanted, they will now bring a decision easier to come here, because everyone expected that we will struggle here and we will fight for relegation. Of course, it will be difficult because 37 rounds to go, but like I said, big bust, and we have to continue like this.
Congratulations, enjoy this.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
How do you think, Karen, that result and that performance will impact the rest of the transfer window? Do you think players will look at that and think, I want to go there?
Well, he just mentioned it, didn't he? He says hopefully that can prove to those that maybe are a little bit doubted, maybe thinking coming here we're going to get beaten every week. They've seen that today, seen that performance, seen how tactically good he is, see the energy of the crowd and think, yeah, I'll have a bit of that. And so I think it'll be positive for them now.
We saw, as you said, just how tactically good and well drilled they are. We saw his passion as well on the touchline, and in the interviews I've seen with him, Owen, he looks like he's got a great sense of humour as well. He's always making a joke. Do you think he's going to be a good addition to the Premier League?
Do you know, he's the type of boss I think you don't mess with. You know, he's kind of got that presence, big physical presence. Even on the side, you could see he was very demanding, but in a good way. And I like that. He's obviously a proper old school boss. He had a good game plan, and I just thought he can be really proud of his players. And obviously, if there's still 3 or 4 more to come in at the top of the pitch, I think defensively they look good today. You know, if they can add, I thought Balumi was good on the right-hand side as well. McBurney was great, so still cheering on them. Boys are bouncing.
Fans are still here loving it.
Hey, you got to enjoy the good moments, Lynn.
The fans will be here until they are kicked out today, some of them, I am sure. You talked about how good they were defensively as well, Owen, with Mendy, who was their record signing, the one they spent the big money on, and also Salaka's in goal as well, cost a lot of money, Karen. How important is that those big money signings have hit the ground running to show that they're getting it right in the window?
I absolutely love the goalkeeper because the presence, demanding with so many crosses he had to deal with. He had that, he was good in his distribution, but I thought they were all superb today, Linz.
I mean, the goalkeeper made 5 saves, you know, which is exactly what you need goalkeeper to do. Interesting credit to the stats guys. He had the most touches of any player, the goalkeeper, so thought he played great, and you know, they all did their job today.
Yeah, fantastic performance all round. Karen, Owen, thank you very much for your company today. It is great to be back and up and running with a brand new Premier League season, and we'll be back next weekend from Anfield for Liverpool against Nottingham Forest. But up next, La Vuelta, the final Grand Tour of the year gets underway with today's opening stage in Monaco, and Orla and the team